Yeah, I took a break from Ace Attorney Marathon because of burnout. What this marathon taught me was that for me, I like to relax about this game and I don't want the pressure of, when I'm streaming, for example, just looking at the game and thinking for hours and hours without being cautious, like, oh, the viewers might be bored, oh, I have to do something entertaining. I just sometimes shut up and just think, wait, what is going on with the whole scenario? What it also taught me is that after playing game after game, hours upon hours of Phoenix Wright, it can be a bit... Do me a favor, if you ever get into the Phoenix Wright franchise, take your time playing the game, please. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the video itself. Finally, we are done with the trilogy, and Phoenix Wright has finally become a full-fledged lawyer. And obviously, the next thing to do is to make a new character 7 years later from trials and tribulations ending. Wait, what? Music is still on point though, still can vibe with it. Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. This is the point where the community becomes divided with their opinions. Some people love this game, some, well, not as much. And I think the first case explains pretty well as to why it is divided. You play as Apollo Justice, a rookie lawyer whose first case is nothing too serious. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a Phoenix Wright. A murder case whose suspect and your client is Phoenix Wright. Yeah, no, yep, absolutely a Phoenix Wright game. The case goes like this. Phoenix Wright was playing poker with the victim when suddenly the victim died from what it seems to be a blast from a grape juice bottle. Remember kids, we live in Japanophobia. Eat your hamburger, Polo. I would have sushi now, but Nepal sushi is absolutely garbage. The point is, you're defending Phoenix Wright is innocent, prove the murderer, blah 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 blah. You get the idea. But because of this, the community's opinion has been divided in special opinions, with specifically because of Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice. At one end, Phoenix Wright is a cocky man who seems to know everything and basically boss around Apollo while still lending him hints and ideas for each case. At the other end, we have Apollo Justice, who, after we saw who Phoenix became, Apollo just became a reset button to start a new arc. And you see where the problem lies? It basically became the battle between people don't like Apollo, so make Phoenix a lawyer again, versus Phoenix story is already done, we love Apollo, let him get the spotlight. And I am in the latter. Hear me out. I genuinely like Apollo because he seeks out the truth despite it might hurt his case currently. No matter how much it is in his favor, if there's a contradiction, he just can't look away from it. He still trusts his client being innocent and all that, but he isn't just gonna walk with a win. He wants to fight fair and square, which is the basis for this game. Fighting fair and square. The first three Phoenix Wright games had a certain theme in it. In order, it was why I became a lawyer, the duty to become a lawyer, what it means to be a lawyer. Now, these themes are amazing, these themes are cool, and they did really well. The problem is Phoenix Wright is always in an unfair disadvantage. For example, there's a whole meme about the autopsy report being updated and everything. That pretty much sums up how unfair it can be. Either the prosecutors use an unfair techniques like these is against Phoenix Wright, so they do something around it, or both. Of course, Phoenix Wright being Phoenix Wright, he always gets straight to it and find the truth of the case and try to win the case and so on and so forth. But unfair tactics is still unfair despite how genuine and amazing the prosecutors or good people the prosecutors are. It just is. But that is not the case in Apollo Justice game. I think the best way to show this is to show the main prosecutor for this game, Clavia Gavin. Wait, we got another weirdo in this game. What? Clavia is a prosecutor who fights fair and square with Apollo in court, which is interesting. Of course, there's still tactics where he sometimes shows evidence in the middle of the court when it's relevant, but we also kind of do the same, so There's no hatred, no revenge, no nothing. Just a guy who wants to find the truth of the case, and surprisingly, the rivalry with Apollo just works. Apollo still has a love-hate relationship with him for various reasons, but the respect they give each other is a new angle, and I'm glad they went into it. Also, side note, Clavia is German, so when he says her foreman, her means Mr. So he's calling Apollo Mr. Forehead. I am saying this because I didn't knew her means Mr. before. There's also the whole him being a musician and playing the guitar and singing and all that. But all I will say is, his and his band's music are nice. Of course, there are some hiccups as always in every Phoenix Wright game, but overall, fun cases. At times I didn't know who was the killer until the very later of the case, which is pretty rare. But the biggest complaint I have with this game is there's only 4 cases for this game. It feels like it need one more. But we only got 4, and the last case is... See, I'm not gonna spoil the case, but let's just say after the courtroom recess, you play as Phoenix Wright and you just go to his versions of him collecting new evidence along the way, and that is such an off-put. I mean, the case itself is fine, just that moment is just... But you know what isn't Apollo's new ability. Like Phoenix Wright with his Magatama, Apollo has an ability to see if someone is lying. Or should I say, see if someone has a lying habit. Whenever he touches his hand bracelet, he gains an ability to see things in a very crucial details. Basically, he can see when your eyes are blinking, even if you're wearing sunglasses, every vocal pronunciation you do with your lips, and of course, your lying habit playing out, twitching your finger, you sweating, so on and so forth. And I love this mode so much. It feels satisfying to find out when they lied, what their lying habit is, and tell them the reason why they lied. It's basically objection, but with one extra yet fun step. And I would love to see more of this. This game usually tells you when you should do it though, which is honestly for the best, because I don't want to always check everything all the time just to see if they're even lying. That sounds stupid and tedious. So I am glad that they went to the approach of, we will tell you when to use the ability approach. But wait, Apollo didn't know his ability before. How did he know now? Oh, simple. Phoenix Wright's daughter taught him. What? Meet Trucy Wright, the assistant of Apollo Justice and one of the greatest magicians. Trust me, that's her magic hat replacement. Please believe me, I'm not going insane. No, Sissy, I'm not lying. What I like about her is she's cheerful, bit tactless, but her heart is in the right place and helps Apollo in ways she can. She still can be annoying to Apollo, but isn't every human being annoying to each other in some ways or another? She's also not damsel in distress, Maya. She can also do magic tricks that actually feels like actual magic. But she is still a teenage girl who tries to keep a smile even in bad situations. A flaw, you can say, a double-edged sword, whatever. We'll talk more about that in later videos though. Oh, and Phoenix Wright actually adopted her. Why didn't you say that before? I just wanted to troll you. Hi, Post Maxim here, and I'm gonna apologize in advance for you guys hearing all the car noises and everything because right now it's busy street and everything. But I forgot to mention one thing in this game, and I just realized it after reading the script and editing. I forgot to mention Emma Sky is in this game. Yeah, remember Rise of the Ashes? Yeah, she finally became a full-fledged forensic detective, and that is pretty nice. I'm very happy that she's in the game again because she was also a fun character and her drive for science is still here. She still likes to eat. Actually, no. Her new thing is eating the katut or the snack bars, and I like that feature. It gives her more characteristic than her child version, and I'm 100% for it. Anyways, she's in the game. I'll talk more about it in later series, but she plays a very important role in this with mini games and all that. She's actually a pretty good detective as well, if I had to be honest. But I'm stop rambling now. Moving on. Overall, this game is amazing, and it makes sense why to have a new arc, a new fresh, a new start. Trials and Tribulation was supposed to be the last Phoenix Wright game, but since the fans wanted more, having a new arc makes sense. Having new characters, having a fresh new canvas. And I'm happy about it. I'm very excited to see where Apollo will go and how his story will be told. And hey, in the final case, we have the Judy system established. So I'm very excited how we're going to be playing that out in the new games. Next time, Phoenix Wright, Dual Destiny. This one is a complicated one. Court is adjourned.